Hi everybody, welcome back to California Chris. So today we're going to have a look at the kitchen inside the California Grand. So we're going to have a look at the sink, the hob, have a look at the fridge and the freezer compartment that's in there as well. Let's go to the big things first, go to the worktop. So as you can see from in here, you lift this up, you've got two burner hob, so your two controls are on either side, that's here, and then you've got your igniter which is down here, which you can see is lighting from both there. So you just turn the knob around, press the igniter, gas would come out, and then obviously that would light on both of these two that's here. It's worth pointing out that within there, just on this low section here, is actually your gas shutoff valve, which if you've got a California Ocean at the moment, you're used to having one of those as well, and that would stop the gas supply from here actually going to the cooker units as well. And then on the other side of this here is your sink, which we have a little tap here, so you pull the tap up or down and then left or right, which obviously then is hot or cold. But the other things that you have within here, so part of the kitchen, you have a nice big drawer that's here. We've also got a little bit of storage that's there, not a lot but just a little bit if you want to put some bits and pieces that's in there. So you've got two drawers, so one drawer there, another drawer there. These drawers are all, as you see, soft close. There's nothing in this bottom, this isn't a drawer that's here, because this is obviously where your fridge is, which you open from the front, which I'll show you in a second. So your fridge section, to give you an idea, obviously doesn't go all the way back to there, but it pretty much does go quite a way back. So fridge wise, just pull this out, there's a little handle that's inside of there. So this is the bottom side of your fridge, as you can see, quite a big unit that's there. Another tray which comes out from here, so you can have your bottles and things in the bottom. And obviously your tray comes out to put more things on here. And then what I think is really, really good is the freezer compartment. And to give you an idea, that's how far back it goes. So where's my elbow? So that's from my fingers to there in length. You can get a lot of things in that freezer compartment. There's a little control panel which is in here, which means you can set, so you can turn the unit on. And obviously then you've got your freezer settings as well. Again, we're going to do a separate video on how these things actually all work. We're doing separate videos on those. We're probably going to wait until we've actually got the vehicle out of the showroom, so it's actually in use. At the moment, obviously it's in the showroom for people to have a look at, and hopefully we're going to get it on the road in March. So on this end, one other feature you have here is this section here. If you press this in, and this comes out and over. And that just gives you a little bit extra workspace that's on there as well. So if you were cooking, for example, you might not want to be using the sink. So you'd have workspace, do a bit of cooking that's on here as well. And then obviously you've got your bit that's on here. On the very end of here, you have got a little bit extra that comes out again. So that's kind of your maximum space for actually putting things if you wanted to give you a bit of space that's on there. And again, these tops are designed so that if, for example, you're washing up, you could, for example, have that down while you were doing your washing up that was on here to give you a bit more space. But I think most of the time you're probably going to have both of them up while you're cooking, because you're going to want to use your sink as well at the same time. As I said, you've got your one here. You'd obviously have your main table as well, which would just be behind you. So between the two, you've got quite a bit of workspace. To put that back in, just flip it up, pop it down in, give it a click, those go down, and that comes back in. You've got two electrical sockets that's on here. Now you've noticed these sockets are EU sockets, the European type approval sockets, which are 2-pin with your earth on top and bottom. I have been told that at some point we are going to be transferring to UK sockets there for UK vehicles, but at the moment that they are coming standard with those types of sockets on. We'll probably do a video shortly as well on like tips of things what to buy, and one of the things you can actually buy an adapter for one of these that you plug in. So you plug the adapter in to run there, and then it gives you a 13 amp plug. I certainly think that's probably something worthwhile. I've had a look at them myself, I've ordered a couple. I'm just waiting for them to arrive, so once they do, one of the videos will show you those and how they go in as well, which is a nice easy conversion from on there. And then you've got switches here for your lighting as well, which is in the vehicle for your ambient lighting and your lighting in the rest of the cab as well. So it's still part of the actual kitchen area. We've got some light switches here. So we've got a light switch, the first one, which is for the light above the top of the door, and the second light switch here is for the main cabin lights, which you can see from on here at the side of it. But we've also as well this big switch that's on here, which is like an off switch for all the interior lights. So I believe if you press that with the interior lights on, they'll all go off. That includes your ambient lighting lights as well. You've also got a strip here, which is your lighting that's on there. With all these, you press and hold. I think I've shown you this in the video before, and obviously they get darker, or once they come down it, they'll get brighter again, and then you just press them to turn them off. Also in here, on the back of the kitchen unit, pull this down. So we've got again another plug socket, You've got USB that's in here as well, 2 USB supplies. And then you've got a blank on this particular vehicle. So if you had the option of the satellite dish on the vehicle, that's where the outputs would come for that particular dish. We haven't got it for the one that's here. We haven't added that option. We couldn't get it in the showroom. So we've got a door that's open that's just over 3 meters high, and with that dish on, the vehicle height's just over 3 meters as well. So we didn't actually have it on this particular model, so we could bring it into the showroom. Not sure how popular that will be, but time will tell on that one. But that's where you would actually have access to plug a TV and things like that in. And probably the last thing which I really like on this vehicle is you have the fly screens that's on the side. So pull that across, and the main one here. And then obviously that keeps all the flies out from the vehicle then. Obviously you'd have to have the door shut and the back shut that's on there, but it's nice and integrated. They can't get in, it's on both sides of it that's there, so it just lets air back into the cabin. And then obviously just push them back and neatly out of the way. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. So we've had a quick look at the kitchen area that's in here. Obviously there are a few things we're going to go into more detail about. So we'll do a video on your gas supply, so that'll integrate how your actual burners work. So we can show you them when they're working. Obviously we'll show you where the gas bottle goes and things like that. So, but this was a general look just to show where everything is, what's included within the vehicle as well. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.